Good morning, everybody. My name is Florence Kyallo from the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. It is my pleasure to be here today. It is always a great pleasure for me to come back to KNDI. I've seen KNDI grow, and I am proud to be a member of KNDI. This morning, I'm going to share an experience we had in a project that was supported by FAO under the strengthening capacities for nutrition sensitive food systems through a multi-stakeholder approach. So the aspect I'm presenting this morning is the integrating nutrition sensitive food systems into agriculture curriculum. And I'm presenting on behalf of JQuat and FAO, Irene Kimani. So just a brief outline. I will introduce the project, the objectives of the project, the implementation, how we went about with the implementation, the options we had for integration, why we were reviewing the curricula, and the whole process, what we achieved through this project, through this collaboration, how we ensured quality assurance, the sustainability, a comment on the sustainability of the project, the challenges we faced, a few lessons we picked, and the recommendations we have, and the acknowledgements. So a short introduction. This project, as I said, was implemented under the strengthening capacities for nutrition-sensitive food systems through a multi-stakeholder approach. FAO supported JQuat to review selected undergraduate degree curricula. And it was actually an agreement, the letter of agreement between JQuat and FAO that was signed in 2019. Now, the overall objectives of the project, we had three of them: to integrate nutrition into agriculture curriculum, to build the capacity of SMEs to meet the increasing demand for nutritious foods through the development of nutrition-sensitive food systems, and to identify gaps in the capacity of SMEs to respond to the increasing demand for nutritious, healthy diets while meeting their business goals. But for today, as I said, I'm just presenting on objective one, how we integrated nutrition into agriculture curricula. So we had two outputs under this project. The first one was the technical and institutional capacity of the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources to integrate nutrition-sensitive food systems into the program strengthened, and the other one was touching on the SMEs. A short brief on the university. So that is Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, a university that was established in 1981 as a middle level college. In 1989, we became a constituent college of Kenyatta University. And in 1994, we became a fully fledged university. And we have over 35,000 students in the university. The project was implemented at the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, which has three schools: the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, the School of Food and Nutrition Sciences, and the School of Natural Resources and Animal Sciences. So the agriculture school has three departments. The Food and Nutrition school has two departments, and the School of Natural Resources and Animal Sciences also has two departments. So the college actually is the former faculty of agriculture. And so we have been in existence as a college since 2018. So when we started this project, we had several options because the idea was to integrate nutrition into our curricula. So we had the option of developing a new course, an entire new course in nutrition-sensitive agriculture. We also had the option of reviewing the existing curricula. And one option was to introduce a common unit across all the agriculture or the programs in the college. And the third option was to actually go through our curricula and see where we can include nutrition. Now, we opted for the third option because, as we know, the moment we have nutrition standing alone, then we are alienating it from the rest. And the idea was that we want to have all the students graduating from the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources having some basic knowledge in nutrition, because they find themselves out there where there's no nutritionist and they are managing agriculture projects, livestock projects, and all that. So we thought going through our curricula and including nutrition in the course content, depending on the different curricula, was the idea to go for. So we went for the third option. So why were we reviewing our curriculum? Now, it is standard in the university to review curriculum every cycle. That means every 4 years. We are expected to reflect and see what has changed within those 4 years. What have we done right? What have we not done right? Then we also do curriculum review to ensure that our programs are developed and reviewed in accordance with the university regulations. We want our programs also to respond to the market rates. And then we also have the regulatory requirements, including those of KNDI. We have the internal regulatory requirements. In JKUAT, we have what we call the Directorate of Academic Quality Assurance. Those are the people who are the directorate that is responsible for the quality curriculum development, quality teaching, quality examination, the whole academic process. Externally, we have the Commission for University Education, we have KNDI, we have the Kenya Veterinary Board, just to name a few of the professional regulatory bodies. We review a curriculum following various pathways, but the process always begins at the department. So it is the department that is charged with the job of reviewing the curricula. So the whole reflection about where are we in terms of our curriculum will normally start at the department with the faculty at the department. And then we move to the school board. That is the school board consists of all the chairs in the department plus the dean. And so we look at what the department has recommended. And you can see I have several arrows moving to and fro because it's not a one-way activity. There's a lot of feedback throughout the process. From the school, we go to the Dean's Committee. So what we have recommended for the curriculum developed in a new curriculum or in a revised curriculum will normally be presented at the Dean's Committee. But in between there, we have the Directorate of Academic Quality Assurance looking at the document. Now, the Dean's Committee will set up a subcommittee who will look through the program using the guidelines provided by that committee to check whether we have adhered to the requirements. They give feedback to the committee, and once the Dean's Committee is satisfied that we have done, that the school, the department, have adequately revised their curriculum, it will then be taken to Senate. Now, the Senate will also set up a Senate committee that will look again at this program and give feedback to the Senate. And once Senate is satisfied that we have met all the requirements, then it will be forwarded to the Commission for University Education. So you see, we have a lot of checks and balances in between the process. And in the check, we have some cycles there in blue, where we have the regulatory bodies, we have the stakeholders, the alumni, we have the industry, and many others who are involved. So we get to involve practically everybody who is a user or a beneficiary of any program. So how did we go about this? We started off by forming a college project curriculum review committee. And this one was chaired by the principal of the college, and the other members were the deans and the CODs, the chairs of departments. We had a college secretariat. That means this process, because we were doing curriculum to integrate nutrition into agriculture curricula. So the leader of the overall leader of this project at the university level was the principal, that is the owner of the programs under agriculture, under the university infrastructure. The team leader was the chair of the Department of Human Nutrition Sciences. I was the team leader at that particular time. And of course, I was not working alone. I was working with the members of staff in the department. So we started off with departmental meetings. We also had these meetings physically and online. The LOA was signed in 2020, so the activities were beginning in 2020 in the midst of COVID. So we had a lot of blended meetings, brainstorming. identification of the gap in the curriculum, and identification of which units need to be incorporated was all done at the departmental level. We had several workshops. We conducted a learning needs assessment of the selected curriculum on nutrition, sensitive agriculture, food and food systems. Here we used a lot of material that has been developed by FAO on nutrition, sensitive agriculture. And then we had an online and a physical workshop. Then we had a training of trainers. I said there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of feedback coming through each process. So a few members of the department will be involved in devising their own units, in working with the stakeholders to advise, and then they have to come back and report, and plenary has to accept, has to give more input. So we had a lot of that is what we call the training of trainers through a workshop. We reviewed the course content by the departmental staff. They had the job of incorporating all these comments that were coming from the various. And then we had an online assessment, stakeholder workshop, and that had a lot of presentation. We had an online input, and then the college meetings. Now, which curriculum did we select for review? Due to various reasons, we set out to, we were very ambitious. We wanted to revise everything. But as you know, with projects, you can only achieve so much. So we ended up selecting a few curricula that we thought would benefit from this revision. In the School of Food and Nutrition Sciences, the Department of Human Nutrition Sciences was selected to participate in this project. And there we chose two programs, the BSc Human Nutrition and Dietetics and the BSc Food Science and Nutrition. These are two programs that are accredited by KPI, so we follow this strictly in addition to incorporating nutrition sensitive agriculture and the other divisions, we follow the guidelines that are provided by KPI. So in the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, and then we chose one department, the Department of Horticulture and Security, and two programs benefited, BSc Horticulture and BSc Agriculture. In the second department, the Department of Agriculture and Resource Economics also benefited, and there out of the three programs, we chose the BSc Agribusiness Management and the Douglas Development. Then finally, in the School of Natural Resources and Animal Sciences, we chose BSc Animal Health, Production and Processes. So if you look carefully, we have chosen school programs that touch actually across the entire system. Programs that are dealing with food production, there we can see we have horticulture, agriculture, animal production. Then we have programs that deal with the processing, science and nutrition. Then we have the agribusiness, the marketing and all that. And then we have the human nutrition. So we actually were deliberate in the kind of processes we are to see. So we conducted a workshop. I just have a picture there. I don't know whether it has come. Of how our online meetings looked like. I said we were doing quite a bit of work online. So this is just an example of one of the workshops we had. So we pre-tested the materials and the curriculum, and after pre-testing with our students, we got feedback from the students. And again, we incorporated this. We got feedback also from alumni. Alumni are very important. They are the guys who tell us whether what they went through, and I'm glad to see some of them here. They are the people who tell us whether what they went through is actually what is in the market. They tell us, we wish we had done a little bit more of this. We wish we had done a little bit less of this. So this pre-testing section was quite important for us. Then we finalized the enhanced curriculum. The curriculum, once it has gone through all that procedure, the approvals have to be documented. I think Dr. Kyallo mentioned about documentation. So there has to be approval at the department, approval at the school, approval at Senate level, approval by DACA, approval by Commission for University Education, and approval by the professional bodies where necessary. So this is all part of the curriculum review process. And finally, we held a workshop, a final workshop. We called it a twinning workshop, where we wanted to promote and actually share our experience with other universities in Kenya. And I think we had representation of, I think, up to 12 universities that are teaching agriculture. We shared our experience, and yeah. So who participated in this process? As I said, we are the faculty members at the college and also in service departments. By service departments, I mean the other departments that are outside the College of Agriculture. So normally our students will be taught by experts from across the university. If we need an expert in human anatomy, we will be getting somebody who is an expert in human anatomy from another college. If we need an expert in botany, we get an expert from that department. So that is what I'm calling the service departments. I mentioned alumni participated. We had stakeholders, people from industry, people from hospitals, people from national government, county governments, yes, they were represented. We had academia. We invited members of staff from other universities to help us through this process. We invited our students, ongoing students, to also participate. We involved the Directorate of Quality Assurance, Academic Quality Assurance from the beginning. And of course, we had the professional bodies. As I said, we had guidelines from each of the bodies for the programs that are regulated. What did we achieve? All the 3 schools in the College of Agriculture, that is a School of Food and Nutrition Sciences, School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, and the School of Natural Resources and Agricultural Sciences benefited. We didn't, we sampled right from up that level. In total, the college has 7 departments, and 4 out of 7 participated in this project. And out of the 13 programs in the college, 6 of them were reviewed with support in this project. We had 35 alumni participating in this process, drawn across the programs, and then we had stakeholders and alumni. So the 6 curricula that were reviewed are those ones. I think I mentioned them earlier, out of the 13 in the college. And more specifically, I said we opted to look at the curriculum of each program and go through, I can say with a toothpick, the content that we teach and see where can we incorporate nutrition. So BSc Horticulture and BSc Agriculture share a lot of units, what other universities may call courses. They share a lot of units. And out of the total that are done by students in that department, a typical 4-year program will have 64 to 67 units. So out of the 64 that are done by this group, we found and decided and incorporated nutrition in 30 out of those 64 units for BSc Agriculture and BSc Horticulture students. For BSc Food Science and Nutrition and BSc Human Nutrition and Dietetics, those ones were already nutrition sensitive, as they are, because that is what we do on a daily basis. We teach nutrition, but we still found room for improvement, especially to incorporate gender issues and agriculture in our program. So 17 out of the 64 units done by this group, we found that we could still add, on nutrition sensitive agriculture. In the BSc Animal Health and Production and Processing, 25 out of 64 units were actually revised to include nutrition outcomes, nutrition content. And BSc Agribusiness Management and Enterprise Development, 21 units. So I think we can confidently say that the students who are going to graduate using this new revised curriculum, once fully approved, will be better equipped to handle basic nutrition, to understand the issue of nutrition sensitive agriculture better than the ones who graduated with the older curriculum. It is still going through the approval processes, but we see a lot of benefits coming. So quality assurance, as I mentioned, we are very careful to do this. We don't, as I said, we had a college review committee. This was the driving force. And for us, it was an advantage because it was chaired by the principal. We also had a secretariat at the college level, and this was the registrar of the college. This served as a very good bridge between top management and the college level. We presented the curricula to departmental boards, presented to school boards, Directorate of Quality Assurance, the Dean's Committee, the University Senate, the University Council ultimately is the one that approves the submission of this curricula to Commission for University Education. And then, of course, we follow guidelines from our bodies. Whenever you're revising curricula like this one, a process like this one, everybody may want, people come up with very, very good ideas, but sometimes we are limited by what is regulated by our bodies. So the Kenya Veterinary Board, the KNDI, requirements and guidelines came in very handy. So in terms of sustainability, we see this process as being sustainable, and in fact, it is still supporting other curriculum review. The college committee is still in place, the college curriculum review committee. So we see ourselves as JKUAT as now having the experience and the skills on integrating nutrition into agriculture curriculum. And we have had the forum to share this experience with other universities that have started the process a year or so after us. We involved everyone in the college. So it was not a project that was implemented by the PI alone. Everybody in the college owned this process. And the department where nutrition is housed is the Department of Human Nutrition Sciences, and it offered the support of the process. That means it was not an individual, it is a department. And this in itself ensures continuity, because any department that is in the college can come back to this department and consult on any issues. If they need a lecturer to teach the nutrition units in their programs, they come to the Department of Human Nutrition Sciences and they will be given support. So this support will be, we are now able in future to support the processes and actual teaching of the nutrition units within other programs. I said we had another objective of supporting SMEs to integrate nutrition also. And these two activities were taking place concurrently. And the benefit we saw here was that we were able to establish connections with the SMEs and our students, so that our students are doing their attachment and internship in these SMEs that also benefited from this project. And the partnership continues. So we have future training opportunities with SMEs, curriculum review, and the internship and attachment. We had a few challenges. The COVID-19, as I said, we started this project in the midst of COVID-19, when most forums like this one, online forums like this one, would take about half an hour, where we are still trying to find each other. I mean, everybody was learning how to do things online, so it was quite a big challenge. We had some delays in the implementation of the project, required a little bit of movement. Movement at that time was also limited. Some people were caught up in the lockdown outside Nairobi, and so coordination was quite a bit of problem. Then the COVID-19 has also led to semester adjustments, some of them that have lasted up to now. So in sessions where we were saying, for example, after the curriculum review, we will send the students out to go and do 1, 2, 3, we were not able to do that, because where we would have expected our students to be out on attachment, they were in session of college. And then of course there was limited movement. Like all projects, I said we would have loved to revise all the 13 programs in the college and really have every graduate of that college benefiting, but we didn't get that because of some limitations in funding. We picked up a few lessons, and I said we have shared this with people from other colleges, other universities who have inquired from us. Normally when we review curriculum in the university, it is seen as the responsibility of that one department. So it will be labeled that. When you have a project, it is identified with the PI of that project. But because we had coordination from the college level, this for us meant that we had a lot of success, because the college level approach was very important. The guidance from the Department of Human Nutrition Sciences for provision of internal support, the training of trainers, the joint stakeholder meetings were very useful. We had stakeholder meetings with the FAO and the partners, and yes, and the alumni involvement. What do we recommend? We would have loved to develop a BSc in nutrition sensitive agriculture, but we were not able to do that. We still think that is something that can benefit, considering the pool of expertise that we have in our college. We think we can do that. There is need to support review of curricula in the college, and also upscaling of nutrition integration curricula in other universities. We interacted with over 20 universities that teach agriculture. And then we need closer and strengthened collaboration with the Kenya School of Agriculture, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Health, and the others. And then employment opportunities for KDI. So I wish to thank the JKUAT management. In the process, you get to involve everybody in the university, from the beginning to the end, from the lowest level of management to the highest, the Vice Chancellor. FAO Kenya and Rome, we had continuous meetings between FAO Kenya and FAO Rome, and very coordinated meetings. We are the technical committee. I wish to thank them, the co-under management, the alumni, the stakeholders, the faculty, the interns, and the SMEs. Thank you very much.